Welcome to our in-depth comparative and contrasting study of the powers of the Supreme Court of India and the Supreme Court of the USA. The judiciary plays a crucial role in democratic governance, ensuring justice, upholding the Constitution, and protecting the rights of citizens. Today, we will explore the Supreme Court of India and the Supreme Court of the USA, delving into their structures, powers, and functions. By comparing these two pivotal institutions, we aim to understand their unique roles and the significance of their powers in shaping democratic societies.
The Supreme Court of India was established in 1950, following the adoption of the Indian Constitution. It marked a new era in the Indian judicial system, providing a centralized and independent judiciary. On the other hand, the origins of the Supreme Court of the USA date back to 1789, established by the Judiciary Act of 1789. Over the years, both courts have witnessed significant milestones that have shaped their evolution. From landmark judgments to constitutional amendments, these milestones have defined the trajectory of judicial power in both nations.
The Supreme Court of India is composed of the Chief Justice of India and a maximum of 33 other judges. The judges are appointed by the President of India following a recommendation by the collegium system, which includes the Chief Justice and 4 senior-most judges of the Supreme Court.
In contrast, the Supreme Court of the USA consists of the Chief Justice and 8 Associate Justices. The appointment process involves a nomination by the President of the United States, followed by confirmation by the Senate. This structure ensures a balance of power and a thorough vetting process for the highest judicial appointments.
The jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of India encompasses original, appellate, and advisory jurisdictions. It has the power to hear cases directly, review decisions from lower courts, and provide advisory opinions to the President of India on legal matters.
The Supreme Court of the USA, however, exercises original and appellate jurisdiction. It can hear cases directly in certain situations, such as disputes between states, and reviews decisions from lower federal and state courts. When it comes to judicial review, both courts hold significant power to interpret the Constitution and invalidate laws that are deemed unconstitutional, although the scope and application of this power can vary.
When we talk about landmark judgments in the Supreme Court of India, a few cases really stand out. The Kesavananda Bharati case, for instance, established the basic structure doctrine, which has become a cornerstone in Indian constitutional law. And of course, the right to privacy judgment, which affirmed privacy as a fundamental right under the Constitution.
Over in the United States, we have our own set of pivotal judgments. Marbury v. Madison, which essentially established the principle of judicial review, is one of the most significant. Then there's Brown v. Board of Education, which played a crucial role in the civil rights movement by declaring racial segregation in public schools unconstitutional.
These judgments, while specific to their own legal systems, have had profound impacts on society and the legal landscape. They don't just interpret the law, they shape the very fabric of our societies.
Absolutely. The ripple effects of these decisions can be seen in how they influence public policy, protect individual rights, and set legal precedents that guide future rulings. It's fascinating to see how a single judgment can alter the course of history.
And it's not just about the legal principles. These cases often reflect the evolving values and norms of the society at that time, making them a mirror to our collective progress.
Indeed, the importance of these landmark judgments cannot be overstated. They are in many ways the bedrock upon which modern legal systems stand.
Differences in powers and functions. When we look at the differences in the extent of judicial activism, it's clear that the Supreme Court of India has historically been more active in shaping social policies compared to its US counterpart. Now, when it comes to the scope of judicial review, the US Supreme Court has the power to review a wider range of legislative and executive actions. In contrast, the Indian Supreme Court's scope is somewhat more limited, focusing more on protecting fundamental rights. Another key difference lies in the role of precedent. In the US, the principle of stare decisis, or adhering to precedent, is deeply entrenched. In India, while precedents are important, the judiciary has shown more flexibility in overturning past decisions to adapt to changing societal needs.
To sum up, we've explored the intricate workings of the Supreme Courts of India and the United States. We've delved into their structures, functions, and the pivotal differences in their judicial powers and approaches. Understanding these differences is crucial, not just for legal professionals, but for anyone interested in the role of judiciary in upholding democracy and ensuring justice. The judiciary in both countries plays a vital role in interpreting the law, protecting rights, and maintaining the balance of power. Its significance cannot be overstated. If you found this comparative study insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more educational content. Stay connected with us through our social media handles displayed on the screen. Your support helps us bring more valuable content to you. We would like to acknowledge all the sources and contributors who made this video possible. Please note the necessary disclaimers and copyright information displayed on the screen. Thank you for watching. As we look ahead, the future of the Supreme Courts in both India and the USA holds immense significance. With evolving societal norms and technological advancements, potential reforms are on the horizon. In India, discussions around judicial accountability and transparency are gaining momentum. Proposals for live streaming court proceedings and introducing more women judges are being considered to make the judiciary more accessible and representative. Meanwhile, in the USA, debates surrounding the structure of the Supreme Court, including the possibility of term limits for justices and expanding the number of seats, are intensifying. These reforms aim to address concerns about political influence and ensure the court's decisions reflect a diverse set of perspectives. However, both countries face challenges. In India, the backlog of cases and delays in justice delivery remain critical issues. The USA grapples with the perception of partisanship within the court, affecting public trust. The path forward will require balancing tradition with innovation, ensuring that these apex courts continue to uphold justice in an ever-changing world. Stay tuned as we continue to explore these important topics in our upcoming videos. Following our discussion on the future of Supreme Courts, it's essential to delve into the profound impact landmark judgments have had on society and governance in both India and the USA. These pivotal decisions have shaped the legal landscape, influenced public policy, and transformed societal norms. In India, the landmark judgment in the Kesavananda Bharati case established the basic structure doctrine, ensuring that the core principles of the Constitution cannot be altered by any legislative amendment. This ruling has safeguarded democratic values and maintained a check on parliamentary power. Similarly, in the USA, the historic Brown v. Board of Education ruling ended racial segregation in public schools, a monumental step towards achieving racial equality. This decision not only redefined the education system, but also set a precedent for future civil rights advancements. Both nations have witnessed numerous such judgments that have left an indelible mark on their legal and social fabric. From decriminalizing homosexuality to affirming women's rights, these rulings have propelled societies towards greater inclusivity and justice. However, the impact of these judgments extends beyond immediate societal changes. They also influence governance, compelling governments to enact new laws and policies in alignment with judicial directives. This dynamic interplay between the judiciary and the legislative bodies ensures that the rule of law prevails, adapting to the evolving needs of the populace. As we reflect on these transformative decisions, it becomes evident that the Supreme Courts play a crucial role in shaping the future of their respective nations. Their judgments not only resolve legal disputes but also serve as beacons of justice, guiding societies towards progress and equity. Join us in our next chapter, where we will continue to explore the intricate relationship between the judiciary and society. Thank you for watching. As we continue to explore the intricate relationship between the judiciary and society, it's imperative to understand the pivotal role technology plays in the functioning of Supreme Courts today. The integration of AI and digital tools has revolutionized the judicial process, making it more efficient, transparent, and accessible. In recent years, Supreme Courts in both India and the USA have increasingly adopted technology to streamline case management and enhance decision-making. AI algorithms can now assist in legal research, providing judges with comprehensive and relevant case law in a fraction of the time it would take manually. This not only accelerates the judicial process, but also ensures more informed and consistent rulings. Digital tools have also transformed court proceedings. Virtual hearings, which became prevalent during the COVID-19 pandemic, have proven to be a viable alternative to in-person sessions. These virtual platforms have enabled the continuation of judicial processes without compromising safety, and they have also increased accessibility for litigants who may otherwise face geographical or physical barriers. Moreover, technology has facilitated greater transparency and accountability within the judiciary. Online databases and e-filing systems have made it easier for the public to access court records and track the progress of cases. This transparency fosters trust in the judicial system and ensures that justice is not only done but also seen to be done. However, the adoption of technology in the judiciary is not without its challenges. Concerns about data security, privacy, and the potential biases of AI systems need to be addressed to ensure that technological advancements do not compromise the fairness and integrity of the judicial process. As we look to the future, it is clear that technology will continue to play a crucial role in shaping the functioning of Supreme Courts. By embracing these innovations, the judiciary can enhance its ability to deliver justice swiftly and equitably, adapting to the evolving needs of society. Join us in our next chapter, where we will delve deeper into the relationship between the judiciary and society, exploring how landmark judgments continue to impact our world. Thank you for watching. As we delve deeper into the role of Supreme Courts, it's essential to understand how these institutions are perceived by the public they serve. Public perception and trust are crucial for the legitimacy and effectiveness of any judiciary system. In this chapter, we will compare the public perception and trust in the Supreme Courts of India and the USA. The Supreme Court of India, often referred to as the guardian of the Constitution, has historically enjoyed a high level of public trust. Landmark judgments on issues such as fundamental rights, social justice, and transparency have bolstered its image as a protector of democratic values. However, recent controversies and perceived delays in justice delivery have somewhat dented this trust. Public opinion remains divided, but the court's proactive stance on several social issues continues to command respect. In contrast, the Supreme Court of the United States has faced its own set of challenges. While it is revered as the ultimate arbiter of constitutional matters, its decisions often spark intense public debate. The court's rulings on contentious issues such as abortion, gun control, and healthcare have polarized public opinion. Despite this, the institution maintains a significant level of respect due to its historical role and the perceived independence of its justices. Both courts operate under intense public scrutiny, and their decisions have far-reaching implications. The media plays a crucial role in shaping public perception, highlighting the importance of transparency and accountability. Surveys and studies often reveal fluctuating levels of trust, influenced by recent judgments and the broader political climate. Ultimately, the trust in these Supreme Courts hinges on their ability to deliver impartial and just decisions. As technology and societal values evolve, these institutions must adapt to maintain public confidence. By understanding the nuances of public perception, we can better appreciate the challenges and responsibilities that come with being the highest court in the land. Join us in our next chapter as we explore the future of Supreme Courts and the potential changes on the horizon. Thank you for watching. In this chapter, we will delve into the educational and professional backgrounds of the judges in both the Supreme Court of India and the Supreme Court of the United States. Understanding the paths these distinguished individuals have taken to reach the pinnacle of the judiciary offers valuable insights into their perspectives and decision-making processes. The judges of the Supreme Court of India come from diverse educational backgrounds, often holding degrees from prestigious Indian institutions such as the National Law School of India University, the University of Delhi, and other renowned law schools. Many have also pursued advanced studies abroad, gaining exposure to different legal systems and philosophies. Their professional journeys typically include extensive experience as advocates, judges in lower courts, and legal scholars. This blend of academic excellence and practical experience equips them to handle complex constitutional and legal issues. Similarly, the justices of the Supreme Court of the United States boast impressive educational credentials, with many having graduated from Ivy League schools such as Harvard, Yale, and Columbia. Their career trajectories often include roles as federal judges, legal scholars, and practicing attorneys. Some have also served in significant government positions, providing them with a comprehensive understanding of the law's intersection with public policy. Both courts emphasize the importance of a rigorous selection process to ensure that only the most qualified and capable individuals ascend to these high positions. This process often involves thorough vetting, including evaluations of their judicial philosophies, past rulings, and ethical standards. By examining the educational and professional backgrounds of these judges, we gain a deeper appreciation of the expertise and dedication required to serve on the highest courts. Their diverse experiences and profound knowledge contribute to their ability to interpret and uphold the Constitution, safeguarding the principles of justice and democracy. Stay tuned as we continue our exploration of the Supreme Courts, shedding light on their evolving roles in an ever-changing world. Thank you for watching. In this chapter, we will discuss the influence of political and social movements on the decisions of the Supreme Courts of India and the United States. Supreme Court justices, while expected to remain impartial, do not operate in a vacuum. They are often influenced by the broader socio-political context within which they serve. In India, the Supreme Court has played a pivotal role in shaping the nation's socio-political landscape. Landmark judgments such as the decriminalization of homosexuality in the Navtej Singh Johar case and the recognition of transgender rights in the Nalsa judgment reflect the court's responsiveness to evolving social norms and movements. These decisions underscore how the judiciary can act as a catalyst for social change, often advancing rights and freedoms in response to growing public awareness and advocacy. Similarly, in the United States, the Supreme Court's rulings have been significantly influenced by social movements. The civil rights movement of the 1960s, for example, led to the historic Brown v. Board of Education decision, which ended racial segregation in public schools. More recently, the court's decisions on same-sex marriage and healthcare reflect the changing attitudes and values within American society. Both courts, while striving to uphold the principles enshrined in their respective constitutions, are not impervious to the currents of social change. Public opinion, activism, and political dynamics can shape the context within which judicial decisions are made. This interplay between the judiciary and society highlights the dynamic nature of constitutional interpretation and the role of the courts in reflecting and shaping societal values. The influence of political and social movements on Supreme Court decisions underscores the importance of an engaged and informed citizenry. It also points to the need for a judiciary that remains attuned to the evolving needs and aspirations of the people it serves. As we continue our exploration of the Supreme Courts, we will delve further into their evolving roles and the challenges they face in an ever-changing world. Thank you for watching. In this chapter, we will analyze the media coverage and portrayal of the Supreme Courts in both India and the United States. The media plays a crucial role in shaping public perception and understanding of judicial decisions and the judiciary as a whole. In India, the media's portrayal of the Supreme Court can significantly influence public opinion, often highlighting key judgments and their societal impacts. High-profile cases such as the Ayodhya land dispute or the right to privacy verdict receive extensive coverage, bringing judicial processes and outcomes into the public eye. However, this coverage can sometimes be sensationalized, leading to a skewed or partial understanding of complex legal issues. Similarly, in the United States, Supreme Court decisions are often subject to intense media scrutiny. Landmark rulings, such as Roe v. Wade or Obergefell v. Hodges, are widely reported and debated, reflecting the court's profound impact on American society. The media's portrayal of the justices themselves, including their backgrounds, ideologies, and decision-making processes, can also shape public perceptions of the court's impartiality and legitimacy. While the media serves as a bridge between the judiciary and the public, it also bears the responsibility of providing accurate, balanced, and in-depth coverage. The rise of digital media and social platforms has further transformed how judicial news is consumed, presenting both opportunities and challenges in ensuring informed and nuanced public discourse. As we continue our exploration of the Supreme Courts, we will consider the implications of media representation on the judiciary's role and the public's trust in this vital institution. Thank you for watching. In this chapter, we will provide a comparative study of the appointment processes of judges in the Supreme Courts of India and the United States. Understanding these processes is crucial as they have a significant impact on the judiciary's independence, effectiveness, and public confidence. In India, the appointment of Supreme Court judges is guided by the collegium system. This system involves the Chief Justice of India and a forum of the 4 senior-most judges of the Supreme Court, who collectively recommend appointments and transfers of judges. The President of India then formally appoints the judges based on these recommendations. The collegium system is intended to ensure judicial independence by minimizing political influence. However, it has also faced criticism for its lack of transparency and accountability. In contrast, in the United States, the appointment process for Supreme Court justices involves a more politically driven approach. The president nominates a candidate who must then be confirmed by the Senate. This process includes rigorous background checks, public hearings, and debates before the Senate votes on the confirmation. While this method ensures a thorough vetting process, it also subjects the nominee to political scrutiny and potential partisan conflicts. Both systems have their strengths and weaknesses. The Indian collegium system aims to protect judicial independence, but it can be opaque and exclusive. The U.S. system, on the other hand, promotes transparency and accountability through public hearings, but it can also lead to politicization of the judiciary. As we delve deeper into the appointment processes, we will consider how these methods influence the composition and functioning of the Supreme Courts and their ability to uphold justice impartially. Thank you for watching. In this chapter, we will discuss the international influence and collaborations of the Supreme Courts of India and the United States. These two judicial giants not only shape the legal landscape within their respective countries, but also impact global jurisprudence through their landmark judgments and legal principles. The Supreme Court of India has often drawn inspiration from various international legal systems, especially in the realms of human rights and constitutional law. For instance, the court has cited judgments from the United States, the United Kingdom, and other common law jurisdictions to strengthen its rulings on fundamental rights and freedoms. This cross-pollination of legal ideas helps in evolving a more robust and comprehensive legal framework. Similarly, the United States Supreme Court's decisions have far-reaching implications beyond its borders. Landmark cases like Brown v. Board of Education and Roe v. Wade have not only transformed American society, but have also influenced legal reforms in other democratic nations. The principles of equality, privacy, and due process championed by the U.S. Supreme Court resonate globally, encouraging other countries to adopt similar legal standards. Furthermore, both Supreme Courts engage in various international judicial dialogues and collaborations. Through conferences, seminars, and judicial exchange programs, justices from these courts share insights and experiences with their counterparts worldwide. These interactions foster mutual understanding and help in addressing common legal challenges such as cybercrime, environmental protection, and human trafficking. The international influence and collaborations of the Supreme Courts of India and the USA underscore the importance of a globally interconnected judicial system. By learning from each other and working together, these courts contribute to the advancement of justice and the rule of law on a global scale. Thank you for watching. In this concluding chapter, let's summarize the key points we've discussed in this video. We've explored the historical backgrounds, structures, and compositions of Supreme Courts, delved into their jurisdictions and powers, and reviewed landmark judgments that have shaped legal landscapes. We examined the differences in powers and functions, the future of Supreme Courts, and the impact of landmark judgments. We also discussed the role of technology, public perception, and trust in Supreme Courts. Additionally, we looked at the educational and professional backgrounds of judges, the influence of political and social movements on decisions, media coverage, and the portrayal of Supreme Courts. A comparative study of judge appointment processes and the international influence and collaborations of Supreme Courts were also covered. Through these diverse lenses, we've seen how Supreme Courts not only uphold justice within their nations but also contribute to the global legal framework. Their landmark decisions resonate beyond borders, shaping societal norms and inspiring legal reforms worldwide. As we move forward, the interconnectedness of judicial systems and the continuous dialogue among international courts will remain crucial in addressing global legal challenges. Thank you for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable insights into the multifaceted roles and influences of Supreme Courts around the world.